AITA for refusing to change my daughter's clothes at a birthday party. I, 34 female, have 2 kids, 8 male and 4 female. My daughter's name is Aurora. My husband, 36 male, and I chose that name because it was slightly similar to my late father-in-law's and worked well with our last names. It had nothing to do with the princess from Sleeping Beauty. In spite of that, we've had fun with that movie in the past, and ever since my daughter realized that she shared names with a Disney character, Princess Aurora has been her favorite. Our family went to Disney World in July, and while there, we bought my daughter a Princess Aurora costume. She adores it and wears it whenever she has the chance. 2 weeks ago, one of Aurora's friends from school threw a princess-themed birthday party. She encouraged her friends to wear costumes. My daughter wanted to go as her favorite character, which didn't surprise me at all. When we got to the party, the birthday girl came to greet my daughter, and she was also dressed as Princess Aurora. I didn't know what her costume was going to be prior to the party. I got worried for a second, but the birthday girl was actually really excited. She said that they looked like twins. It was adorable. They ran off to play and I forgot about the costumes for a while. About 30 minutes into the party, I was at a table with some of the other moms when the birthday girl's mother came up to me. She asked if I had brought any spare clothes for Aurora. I said yes, I always bring an extra shirt and shorts for her. She then asked me to change my daughter into the spare clothes and out of her costume. The mother explained that she'd hired a photographer to walk around taking pictures of the kids and was also planning on getting a group photo near the end of the party. She didn't want anyone wearing the same costume as her daughter in these pictures. She also thought her daughter might get jealous, since my kid gets to share her name with their favorite princess. Now, if the birthday girl was the one who had a problem, I might have considered changing Aurora into her spare clothes. But no, she was genuinely excited they were dressed the same. It also didn't feel fair to force my daughter to be the only one without a costume in a party full of children in princess dresses. I said no and explained my reasoning to the girl's mom. She insisted for a few minutes, but I held my ground. Some of the other moms started to back me up, and she eventually got up and left. When I went to pick up my kids earlier this week, I ran into her friend's mom. She accused me of ruining her daughter's party by allowing Aurora to wear the same costume as her. She told me she doesn't think she'll ever be able to look at the pictures without being disgusted by my behavior. I thought she was exaggerating, but I'm starting to doubt myself. Our conflict has found its way to the mom group chat we're both in, and opinions over there are divided. Some think having 2 girls wear the same costume is no big deal, others think I should have changed my daughter's clothes. AITA update. 1 On Friday, my husband went to pick up the kids. The parents of one of my son's friends who have a younger son in my daughter's class asked if he knew about the costume fiasco, or as my friends are calling it, Auroragate. I had told him everything. He said the birthday girl's mother was being ridiculous as I had no idea what her daughter's costume would be. The mom he was talking to asked, wait, she didn't know. She called me and I told her my side. Turns out birthday girl's mom told people that I had been informed about the costume and to avoid dressing Aurora the same weeks prior to the party. The story was warped before it even got to the group chat. My side of the story made it to the group chat. After some pressure, birthday girl's mom eventually confessed she'd lied about me. Most of the other moms had apologized to me by Sunday. 2 also apologizing to us on Sunday were birthday girl's father and maternal grandmother. She's visiting them for a few weeks. Apparently, birthday girl's mom had been complaining about the party almost daily. Since they got the photos back, birthday girl's mom has been insisting that there isn't a single good picture of her daughter without another girl wearing the same costume. Aurora and birthday girl were playing together most of the party. She was especially upset about the group photo, which shows birthday girl in the center and my daughter to her right. There are 2 girls between them, but she still thinks they're too close to each other. Birthday girl's dad had been listening to these complaints since the party. He told us that unless his daughter was in the room, he couldn't look at the pictures without his wife making a comment about me, my daughter, or how we ruined birthday's birthday. It came to a head on Saturday. While talking with the grandmother after birthday girl went to bed, the mother said she no longer wanted to make a photo album of the party. They'd gotten a photographer for both album and social media purposes. Both birthday girl's dad and her grandmother wanted the album. The 3 had a fight that lasted about 15 minutes before the grandmother told birthday girl's mom to stop obsessing over her daughter's friend. She said all that matters is that birthday girl had fun, and all of the photos reflect that. They told us all that when they called to apologize. They wanted birthday girl's mom to apologize too. She hasn't. 3 Aurora came home from school yesterday wearing a headband with her name and a rose embroidered on it. Birthday girl had her grandmother make it for her. Me and my husband are still in contact with the birthday girl's father and we're trying to set up a playdate for the girls next week. Also, there are some things I want to clarify about my previous post. My daughter and the birthday girl aren't physically similar. Aurora has wavy brown hair, birthday girl has straight blonde hair. We're all Caucasian, but my daughter is more tan. Their dresses weren't the exact same. I posted the links to my daughter's costume and one that's similar to the birthday girl's dress in a comment on my last post. The party was held at a kids' party venue, not the birthday girl's place. There were 19 girls and a toddler at the party. All were in costume. There were a few boys, but they were older. I'm guessing they were related to the birthday girl. I was never friends with the birthday girl's mom. Her request at the party was probably the third time we ever talked, and the first that wasn't about the weather. The birthday girl's mother didn't want me to change my daughter's clothes just for the group photo at the end. She wanted me to change her 30 minutes into the party for all the pictures. I mentioned in a comment that if the birthday girl had a problem with my daughter's costume, I might be willing to drive home, change Aurora into her Merida dress, her second favorite, and then return to the party. But I want to stress I'd only do that if the birthday girl was upset when we got to the party, not if her mother was annoyed half an hour later. By then, my daughter was already playing with birthday girl and her friends. To those who said I could change Aurora at the party or use this as a teaching moment, I'm going to assume you've never met a 4-year-old. My daughter is kind-hearted and would definitely do it to make her friend happy, but she'd still view this as punishment. It's also cruel to take a child away from a party and tell them they can no longer play princess with their friends. I refuse to alienate or upset my daughter when she's done nothing wrong. I absolutely don't regret my decision, and that's it. Once again, thank you all. Nothing was known ahead that the mom had such a rule. AmITheA, and have to wonder had there been other princess twins if it was expected no duplicate outfits period. The woman is the one with the problem. Doesn't take much to ruin things for such people. Suspect they try to have things set up to be ruined. There were only 2 Auroras, my daughter and the birthday girl. Besides them, there were, I think, 3 Elsas, 3 Ariels, 2 Jasmines and 2 Belles. There were also some princesses that only appeared once. I checked the group photo, birthday girl's mom sent it to the group chat. There were 20 girls, 3 Elsas, 1 was from the second movie, Ariels, 2 were live-action Ariels and Belles, hadn't seen one of them at the party. 2 Auroras, my daughter and birthday girl. Jasmines and Cinderellas, 1 Snow White, Tiana, Mona and Anna, the latter being the toddler sister of one of the Elsas. Of these 20 girls, I only knew 12, the ones who go to school with my daughter and the toddler. I'm assuming the other 8 were friends from out of school or related to the birthday girl. I also forgot to point out that the party wasn't held at the birthday girl's house. It was one of those kids' party venues. Oh, you have got to be kidding. You are really AmITheA here. That mom, what a piece of work. Jealous that a 4-year-old is going to outshine her precious. Gross and terrible behavior on her part, she should be ashamed. I think it's adorable the birthday girl was so excited that another Aurora showed up. Good job standing your ground. Nobody puts baby in the corner, lol. ETA, that mom has some issues she needs to sort out, lol. Wow, I thought it was adorable too. I remember my classmates would get mad of me for wearing the same costume as them on Halloween when I was a kid. I heard more we can't both be Belle than I like to remember. I'm glad my daughter didn't go through that. As an Aurora, NTA, that mom can stuff it. Aurora is the most underrated princess, our name is never on anything, and hardly anyone makes the connection anyway. If that mom had any sense she would have known your daughter would go 100% for her princess, and should have called you Prior or gotten her daughter the blue version of the dress. It's a gorgeous name, a little hard to find nicknames for, but still beautiful. A lot of people make the connection in my daughter's case, but it might be because she's a child. It also probably doesn't help that a friend of mine showed up to her first birthday party dressed as Maleficent.